The most stylish, but he's got over it. He's lost his irons on it, though, and in second position, Rolling Dylan is trying to close, but there's a 5-length gap between them. Broken Halo it is, running up towards the line in the Castell Royal Artillery Gold Cup, and Broken Halo, and Jody Soul the winner. Rolling Dylan this year will be second.
Rolling Dylan at the second from home, and again he didn't touch a twig. The lead is still about 7 to 8 lengths back to Ballycross, who isn't giving up the fight as they race on now towards the final fence in the Grand Military Gold Cup, and Rolling Dylan comes to it. He's over safely. His lead, however, is down to only 5 lengths. Ballycross is trying to build up ahead of steam, but still out in front is Rolling Dylan. Rolling Dylan with another half furlong to last. Ballycross is charging home up the hill, but the post is going to come in time for Rolling Dylan. He completes the Royal Artillery and the...
Brian Barana, and on the run down towards the final fence, it's Omar Moretti and Almazar Guard coming to the last then. Here's the final fence. Ears pricked. Omar Moretti by 2 lengths. Oh, a terrible jump from Almazar Guard in second place, well ahead of the Paddy Pie in third. So they're inside the final furlong, and it can...
Yeah, here they are on their way out then. And all smiles for Jody Soul. He's looking to double up in the military races, having won with this horse, his mount Broken Halo, back 19 days ago. So good luck to him. And a hug there for Vicky Sollitt, and plenty in the Judith Wilson colours. A strong supporter of this race. And there are the horses that will lead them out very soon for this Grand Military Gold Cup, with Broken Halo at the top of the betting, who was pretty good last time, albeit on slightly quicker ground. And there was a bit of a burn-up up top, which seemed to suit him as well. So we'll see whether that happens again. Red Happy was part of that last time, of course. Red Happy, you wouldn't believe he's a 6-year-old with you, given that he's having his 38th start here. Broken Halo 11 to 10, Amazon Guard is 2 to 1, Rolling Dylan 8s, 10 to 1 for Tallow for Cole. Red Happy's moved a bit, as has Texard, but not necessarily the right way, those horses. Nibble for Diablo de Civola, but 11 to 10, Broken Halo, who's looking to continue the good record of these sorts of races for Nichols and Soul. Nick, back to you.
Cheers, Tom. Yeah, they've been formidable, really. We'll have a look at the Royal Artillery Gold Cup from a few weeks ago, where he beat Rolling Dylan, Broken Halo did, and if he wins today, he'll emulate what Rolling Dylan did last year by winning both races. There you go, Red Happy, the remote third, the front two well clear. It got a little bit worrying at the last fence and thereafter, but even though the rider lost the irons, it didn't cost him the race by any means.
No, he had the race won. He mastered Rolling Dillon really at the pond fence, and from then onwards it was just a matter of keeping him going. And he wins by 8 lengths. It was a good enough run again by Rolling Dillon, who's a prominent racer who'd like to be ridden prominent again. But you can see here he's getting on top, and he extends his. Extends it all the way to the line, as you say.
He does. Is there anything that you, maybe the winner underperforming or jumping like that throughout, that makes you think Rolling Dillon can reverse the form today?
Not really. Again, it's not obvious. He ran fine, and he'll be. He'll run his racing. He goes really well at this track, and with a good effort here. But it's not obvious, is it?
Race that Jody Soul has won on 3 occasions prior, most recently included with Le Rêve in 2019, and were Broken Halo to win this, would emulate other Ditchit trained runners, Witenzo and Inca Trail, who did the double, both of which ridden by Captain Jamie Snowden, who on this occasion, twist of fate, takes them on as a trainer with Tallow for Cole, who's now a 10-to-1 shot. But we ought to talk about Alamzar Guard, who's been very well backed, and a horse who is looking for a first win in a couple of years. On Black Class, he's got plenty of appeal, and I know that Sergeant Nathan Rahman, it would mean an awful lot to him were he to win this.
Yeah, he's got a very good chance. The handicapper says he's got a similar chance to the favourite. I thought the run at Hereford last time was definitely his best run so far this season. Maybe not right up to his very best that he showed last year, but it's a sign that he's coming in the right direction, and I'm not surprised there's been money for him. He looks. I suspect this has been the target, and last run should have put him spot on, I would have thought.
Okay. So 11 to 10, Broken Halo place. Alamzar Guard 2-to-1, Rolling Dillon 8-to-1. Tallow for Cole next in. We talked about the fact that Captain Jamie Snowden, outstanding record as a rider. What about winning it as a trainer?
On his best form, absolutely. Again, joint top. But the last 2 runs have been disappointing. He hasn't jumped well and he hasn't run well. So he's just you'd imagine his jumping will be put to the test here, because I think we're going to go at a decent pace with the likes of Rolling Dillon, Red Happy and Texard in the race, and he'll have to jump better than he has done.
Yes, I agree. Major Will Kellard still looking for that first winner, and he rode Hogan's Height, actually be second in last year's Royal Artillery Gold Cup for the same trainer. Those are the horses at the top of the market. Broken Halo, lost irons or not, still won last time. Rolling Dillon did the double last year in between Alamzar Guard. Aside from them, we are moving into the David Pipe, Judith Wilson horses, and the mind casts back to Rathlin Rose. Yes, they don't have Django, as the hounds lead them out. Red Happy, the shortest of their runners.
Who's got a lot of ground to find with, we just seen the race, beating 45 lengths in the Royal Artillery last time out. He probably has got the best chance of the remaining Pipe runners, but it's hard to see it really. We got last year's third in Rock Daspes, but third sort of flatters him. He's beaten a very long way third last year, and his form so far in points has not been good. He's not beaten a single rival.
The hounds of the Royal Artillery Hunt.
Is that right?
Leading them out, yeah.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
No, it's a sight, I guess.
It's different, and it's traditional, and it is a day that goes back over 150 years. We've seen the royal patronage as well, the presence of the Princess Royal, Princess Anne here today, and it is just the accustomed way of doing things on this day.
It is, no, absolutely. The dogs look very happy.
They do. Perhaps this is, I'm not sure, part of the reason why Andrew Cooper's happy he's got that 4-day grace before the Imperial Cup rather than having it as a back-to-back 2-day meeting. Texard, who is horse number 1, 28-to-1, who has got Private Vincent Webster aboard, who would be looking for an outstanding double on the day.
Yeah, he's got to return to form first of all. He's looked out of sorts in recent runs. He's got to prove he stays. His winning form is over shorter distances, and he was pulled up in the Royal Artillery last time behind the favourite. So he has got better form than that, but he hasn't shown it for a while.
Just behind us, the quiet at the trophy podium, the trophy is just about to be put out, so one of them will be receiving that in a few minutes' time after a big race ride. Reminder that 5 minutes past post time, the advertised post time because of the abandonment of Newcastle earlier today. That's a revision of a time here at Sandown. But a race that's steeped in history. It's the Grand Military Gold Cup and a steeplechase for military amateur jockeys. All sorts of different backgrounds here from the military, serving and retired as well. Any final thoughts? Who's the likeliest winner for you? Do you think Broken Halo's going to do the double?
Probably. I think it could be close. I do think Almazar Guard ran well enough last time up to give him a race, and but yes, I think I've got no complaints really with the order of the ring. I think Broken Halo is the most likely winner. Yes.
And it's a combination, Paul Nicholls and Lance Bombardier, Jody Soul to really follow in different races over the last few years or so. It's race 4 of the 6 on the day. She's been treated to an outstanding performance in just that small field race in our previous contest, which very, very much enjoyed the jumping of Douglas Talking. And jumping will be put to scrutiny as well in this race, as we have it. It's real calm actually now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very quiet this time, isn't it?
We're about to head out onto the track. They're led by Rock Dapsies, the Lieutenant Commander Vicky Sollitt, who at the age of 14 and on these turns looks rather up against it. The Wilson Pipe team, down one, owing to the fact there's no Django. They do have Texard, Abaya Matan and Red Happy, but the flag's up. Here we go for the Grand Military Gold Cup. Mark, all yours.
Being called in. Walking forward now. And they're off for the 158th year of the Grand Military Gold Cup, sponsored by Army Sport Control Board. And at the first, Diable de Civila on the inside goes forward together with Rock Dapsis as they cross over the first. They're all safely over with Abaya du Matin at the back of the field. Almazar Guard is last but one as now they make the turn into the back straight. And it's Captain Will Ramsey and Diable de Civila who have got the lead by about 2.5 lengths to Rolling Dillon, last year's winner, racing in second position. Rock Dapsis towards the outside just backs off that fence. Was approaching it in third, but was out-jumped by on the inside Red Happy and also by Tallow for Coal as they go over the next plain fence taken down the back straight. Abaya du Matin is the one who is outpaced at the back of the field, and now they've reached the first of the open ditches, which they've all jumped safely. So Rolling Dillon moves up on the outside now of Diable de Civila. Those are the first two. Followed towards the inside by Red Happy, who's just in advance of Broken Halo, who's right through on the inside as they go over the water. Just in behind the leading group is Tallow for Coal. After Tallow for Coal races Texard, and then towards the outside Rock Dapsis, who's just been shuffled back. Towards the inside is Almazar Guard, and the back marker is Abaya du Matin as they take the first of the railway fences. A slight peck by Tallow for Gold at the first of the railways. They're already at the second one now, and just the leader, Diable de Civila, with on the outside Rolling Dillon and on the inside Red Happy. Those are the first three as they go over the last of the railway fences on the first circuit. Almazar Guard was not fluent at the third of them on the inside. So now a long run before they encounter the pond fence for the first time in the Grand Military Gold Cup of 2023, and it is Diable de Civila who has got the lead. He's got on now by a couple of lengths to Red Happy, who races in second, and then towards the outside, Rolling Dillon is just in third. Broken Halo in fourth position. Racing in fifth is Tallow for Coal as they make the run down the side of the course. Texard is next, followed by Rock Dapsis, the grey. Next in the field is Almazar Guard, who's got a little close to one or two of the early fencers, and Abaya du Matin is at the back of the field as they go over the pond fence for the first time, and all 9 are safely over. They still have 2 miles to go as they make the turn into the home straight and on now towards fence number 10, which is another plain one. Diable de Civila still leads the way. To over in second position, Red Happy. Towards the inside in third is Broken Halo, and now he's only about 3 lengths off the leader. In fourth is Tallow for Coal, followed in fifth position by Rolling Dillon as they come and take the next, which is fence 11, and this is another of the open ditches, and they are all safely over, and so they come up past the stands with a circuit to go in the Grand Military Gold Cup, and leading the parade is Captain Will Ramsey on Diable de Civila. He leads by about 1.5 lengths. Towards the outside, Red Happy and Sergeant Nick Oliver just in second. On the inside, Broken Halo and Lance Bombardier, Jody Soul looking for his fourth win in the race. He's just in third, now improving into second on the inside rail. In fourth is Tallow for Coal and Major Will Kellard. Then improving to the outside, Almazar Guard. On the inside, next to the field, is Rolling Dillon, followed by Rock Dapsis a little bit wide. Abaya du Matin has passed one, and now Texard has been relegated to last of the 9. They have almost completed one circuit, and as they make the run towards the Moor Lane fence, Diablo de Civila has the lead now by 2.5 lengths to Broken Halo in second. On that one's outside, Red Happy races in third, Tallow for Coal, the inner, in fourth position. Almazar Guard will rise at the next, fence number 12, in fifth place. Again, they're all safely over, but now beginning a little more strung out as they make the turn into the back straight. Diablo de Civila still has the lead, but that lead has now been reduced to only 1.5 lengths by Broken Halo in second, and in third is Red Happy. In fourth, Almazar Guard on the outside of Tallow for Coal as they go over the first fence, taken down the back straight. And now they go on towards another plain one. There was a mistake at that fence by Rolling Dylan, last year's winner, who at the moment is struggling. So too, out the back of the field, Rock Dapsis, Texard and Aber du Matin, also some way behind the main protagonists who have already cleared the open ditch. So they're going now towards the seventh from home. And it is still Diablo de Civila who has got the lead. Two on the inside, Broken Halo. Towards the outside, Almazar Guard and Red Happy, who's now just been overtaken by Tallow for Coal. Then there's a long break back to Rolling Dylan, who in turn is a further 8 lengths in front of Rock Dapsis, Texard, and now the back marker, Aber du Matin. 6 to jump, that was the first of the railways, and Diablo de Civila still has the lead over Broken Halo on the inside, travelling powerfully in a close second. Over in third, Almazar Guard, and in fourth, Tallow for Coal, and in fifth, Red Happy, who's now losing touch on that leading quartet. And there was a new leader at the last of the railway fences, and that was Jody Soul on Broken Halo. Broken Halo jumps to the lead at 4 out. Still there in second as they make the turn, Diablo de Civila. Just 2 lengths away, Almazar Guard taking the turn in third. Tallow for Coal is now being ridden along by Will Kellard in fourth position. And these 4 now have got quite a break over the 5th placed Red Happy, who in turn is another 15 lengths clear of Rolling Dylan, who is in 6th. And then in 7th, another 10 lengths away, is Texard as they make the run down the side of the course. They have 3 more fences to take in the 158th running of the Grand Military Gold Cup. And it will be Broken Halo taken on now by Tallow for Coal towards the outside in second. Almazar Guard is right there. He's in the fight in third, and they've now kicked clear of Diablo de Civila. They've taken the final turn, facing up to 2 out. Jody Soul and Broken Halo, led by a couple of lengths over Almazar Guard and Nathan Rahman in second. Tallow for Coal and Will Kellard are in third. They race down towards the 22nd and final fence. Broken Halo has got the lead. Almazar Guard now his nearest pursuer. There's 2 lengths between them, and now they fight up the hill with Broken Halo on the near side, the leader. He still leads by 3 lengths to Almazar Guard in second. It's going to be a 4th win in the Grand Military Gold Cup for Jody Soul, and Broken Halo has won the Grand Military Gold Cup. In second came Almazar Guard. In third will be Tallow for Coal, and they are a long way clear of a good race on for 4th place, which will go to Rolling Dylan in 4th, Texard in 5th, and in 6th came Red Happy.
Yeah, no issue with the irons whatsoever on this occasion. The horse who won the Royal Artillery Gold Cup last time has won the Grand Military Gold Cup this time. It is for Paul Nicholls and Lance Bombardier, Jody Soul. Broken Halo has completed the double, and all smiles afterwards. Has beaten the chief market rival, Almazar Guard, who a couple of sticky jumps in the early part of the race, but warmed into it and looked a huge threat.